Hey guys, Game for the Disciples, and today I'm super excited to be here with Tristan,
Hello
and we'll be
again.
bringing the Edison Cup Top 4. And this is a rematch of the round 3 we commentated. So that's kind of
It's,
excited
it's
for us.
so funny that we're both commentating like the same match again.
Yeah, and it ended up being both of us together again. So I guess you get our views on Vayu Lightsworn again.
Yeah.
So this is Billy and Barney. The other top 4 match is Connor and Moffat. So that's the top
Yep,
4
that's
of
right.
your Edison Cup. So it's one Vayu, 2 Lightsworns, and a Blackwing. This is the feature, and I guess let's just get right into it. So it's interesting because they explained each other, so they kind of know what text they're on.
Yeah. Yeah,
Uh,
like they've seen a couple of each other's side cards, although I guess we didn't really see a lot of Billy's sideboard. We saw more of Barney's. We saw the Crow and the Kaiki.
yeah, because Lightsworn you just end up seeing more because of the nature of
Yeah, it's also
the
very impressive that both Barney and Connor got to top four with Lightsworn.
yeah. I mean they are the Edison gamers. It's their obligation. we're
Yeah,
just we're just here for the ride.
you would hope that with the amount of time they put into the Lightsworn deck that they had to do well eventually.
Sometimes they mill well, sometimes they don't. All right, so Barn starts. That's a very good mill.
Yeah,
Gareth
it's really good.
Celestia, Lila Pass. Siroko's a good answer
Sirocco.
though, if there's
Yeah,
no
it's a very good
honest.
answer. I was going to say that like Greffer is a bit of a weird answer, although that getting to an arm doing it answer it very
Yeah,
nicely.
if you only have
And like
Greffer and you don't have like a half, like
yeah,
a
exactly.
Vayu or Sirocco.
I was going to say
So,
that the Lila would have been nice to answer the oppression that Billy has in hand, but obviously that's not the case anymore.
yeah,
This
so
game looks rough for Lightsworn.
yeah. So now is a game that like a JD would be broken if there's no oppression. That's a good Necro Garden to hit there. So we're on
Yeah.
4 names territory now, right? Already.
Yep. Like
So
Billy has already got like a 2K beater plus an oppression.
there's probably a Raikou throughout the oppression though.
Yeah, that's true.
Is he going for
I'm not sure.
Kaios?
Yeah, he is. It makes
Yeah,
sense because
yeah.
he knows that his oppression is going to win him the game.
So he's just trying to protect the oppression. I think it makes sense as well.
Yeah, I agree.
The
Barney is a smart enough Edison player to know to go after the back row against Vayu.
yeah, 100%. So now Barney kind of has to answer the board while also respecting oppression.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
very challenging.
oh, set one. Is that a second Raikou?
Could be hamster. Could be a lot of things in Lightsworn though.
Oh, and set three.
That is interesting.
Well, what can this even be? It has to be spells, right? Like, there's not
We
enough
know that he
traps.
plays Beckoning Light.
I know
I don't.
they usually play Mirror Force. I don't know if
Yeah,
they're
I think
still
they
doing it.
like to play like a couple of like chainable traps usually. I've
Okay.
seen Lightsworn play like Threatening Roar before.
Yeah, we see them using the Barney using the Necro Garden. Do you think it's a Celestia?
Yeah, that makes the most sense.
Like,
But
because it would make sense. Like, he wants to protect the Raikou so he can flip the Raikou up a back row and then Celestia the other two.
yeah,
The
exactly.
so
Um,
we see a
it
Gold
could it
Sark for JD.
could be something like a plague, and he just wants to make a synchro push on this turn.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Okay,
it is the right.
he goes for this monster, so I guess it has to be Celestia, right? If he went for this line.
Has to
Oh,
be.
he has a Beckoning as well, so he can Beckoning for Celestia.
It's true.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Just trade
it's
the right.
interesting that Billy went for the back. Oh, he hit Heavy Storm. Wow.
He pro set this heavy.
But I don't know why he'd pro set it with two other back row.
Neither do I.
Surely the back row that he set turn one isn't so good that he didn't want to storm.
Yes, I don't know. Like, but Barney's good, so that's the thing. Like, there definitely is a reasoning. I just can't fathom it like instantly.
Yeah, he does really like his tricks though.
He is. It's a Barnes thing. Okay, the book's
Well,
kind of
this
cool.
this is a nice book.
So that's the card he didn't want to storm, right? Because that's the turn one back row.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't need to set those. I don't know.
Guess the other set. What could the other set be? It must be something that he knows that he can get rid of for the heavy to get value. Hitting Wolf
Yeah,
here is huge.
oh, that's a huge wolf. He said it at the same time. He said the heavy at the same time as the other back row.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
yeah, it has to be like a chainable. Otherwise, it makes no sense. I think it's
Uh-huh.
beckoning. I'm pretty sure.
I think makes the most sense. But then if he did have beckoning,
Why
why
wouldn't
wouldn't
he
you want to beckoning for
Celestia?
the Celestia?
Yeah, that's a very clean Celestia, right?
I think, but it could just be that Barney really wanted to do that Raikou book play.
Could be.
Who goes
Oh,
faster?
Cold Wave. Okay.
Oh, this is scary now for Billy.
So he doesn't have a JD yet. Oh,
But he has the chainable beckoning. Makes sense.
so is there a JD engrave?
It doesn't look like
No,
it. He
there's
could go with Celestia, and it's a very safe Celestia because he knows that he
yeah.
can't get hit by Star or anything.
And you just clear out like both back rows before the JD comes next turn, and you pitch a Plague. Yeah,
Plague's a very good pitch.
that's a good Celestia. Is there an Honest maybe? Maybe a Lila? I think Lila makes sense, right?
What else did he discard?
Is a second back line.
Okay.
So okay, hit 4, just hit a wolf, no wolves. But the Celestia just kind of puts him in the driver's seat now. Because
The fact that Celestia is 23 means that an armed wing won't even like cleanly answer it.
yeah, and like next turn, like he's threatening 47 just from JD Lila already.
Uh-huh.
And that is hard.
Yeah, like
to
Billy's
deal
not going to be able to use any spells. Can't set any back row either.
Wait, yeah,
He can't set that back row because of Cold Wave. I hope they'll catch it. I hope it's either not relevant. I'm surprised neither of them caught it, but I suppose it's top 4 of the Edison Cup. It's high pressure.
This is also all in one day, so
Yeah.
I think this got played like late at night, so people are probably tired.
Yeah, obviously, but Barney's going for the Lila.
Oh, and the Lila
Yeah,
traded
okay.
depression, so I guess it didn't really matter that much.
No, he just misses out on a bit of damage, right?
Yeah. It's weird though, cause like you probably know the set's a Raikor hamster, right? Like realistically, or that's viable. More likely a Raikor hamster if you're Barney. So how do you deal with it? Like,
yeah.
I think you just have to attack into it. You can't commit the JD, or
No, I just think
it feels counterproductive.
I'm not sure what the life is.
Oh, he has a Plague, right?
It does have Plague.
He could
He
just
could
go
just go
for it.
Brio JD, right?
Yeah. Well, no, but
Like
if it goes Brio JD, he doesn't have it this
Oh
time.
yeah, okay. He doesn't have enough monsters. Yeah.
What level is Celestia? Is it 6?
It's a 5.
Can make Stardust.
There's no real good 7s to make with it. Maybe he's just going for Goyo.
Maybe he's just Ozurkias for damage. Yeah. It's actually pretty cool.
Makes sense.
So I can't see their life, but I think Billy took some damage. Billy's on 5-7, I think.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah, 5-7. So Ozurkias kind of checks him, I guess, because like
he take 2k. If it's a Raikou. If it's a Vayu, it's even better.
Yeah, so you take 2k. And then you basically are in a position like those Ozurkias sticks and it goes to 3, I want to say?
Yeah, exactly. It's so funny that like 2-3 is like
the perfect
such a relevant number in this matchup.
Yeah, it's really only in this matchup as well. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, so
like knowing that Barney has a JD in hand to just drop whenever he wants is so scary.
Yeah,
I mean, Billy's got brain control and Vayu in hand, so it doesn't look like there's much you can do here.
Yeah, so he dumped a Plague with the Foolish, so I assume he just plans to Plague and make an 8, but no 8 beats JD.
Yeah, exactly.
Make Stardust just
like now
over. Make Colossal gets popped.
And now we know he's going to be top decking Vayu, so there's
the JD
really no way to win.
Yeah, the JD just solos from here. For Barney, just feeling safe.
Yeah, it's quite well done for Barney for just holding the JD, realizing that there's no reason to commit it.
Yeah, I actually do like those Urkias play. I think it's pretty interesting.
It does, like, you want to end the game quickly. You don't want to give Vayu enough turns to maybe start to catch up.
Yeah. Just put in damage. Like the Plague wasn't gonna get that much value anyway. The Lilo's in defense, so there, if he doesn't those Urkias, he basically attacks with Celestia into the thing, and then the Raikou gets to pop, so he loses on 2k damage. Yeah, it's cool.
Really going through his options and realizing that
there's no rank, there's no Synchro 8 that works here. I think it's just.
I don't even know what a Synchro 8's effect would need to be for it to be good.
Oh, it needs to be Stardust Dragon with 3100 defense.
Yeah, it's true.
This is the world's most expensive battle fader. That's what the Stardust does, right? Like it just.
Yeah. I suppose maybe there was a world where Barney just forgot Stardust had an effect.
Oh, I had a Necroguard now.
Yeah,
I
but
missed that. I don't think I achieved anything particular, but I didn't call it.
especially because the card he drew for turn is the card that he stacked.
Yeah, which is a value. Is there a world Barney decks out?
Definitely possible.
How many? 6.
Counting the card. Wow. Okay.
Wait, he actually has to kill next turn, right? Like.
I think so. And Billy could also draw Gale to out the JD.
Lightsworn sometimes, you know? It just happens. So he takes the Aaron out, okay. I mean, you're probably gonna hit a wolf of this JD. I think there's a wolf left in deck.
Yeah, we haven't seen many of them.
Because, yeah, I mean, realistically, there's very few outs. I think Gale is the main one.
Yeah, because you can go Vayu and then Special Gale, half the JD.
Yeah, okay, there's a wolf there.
I mean, you would have been pretty unlucky to miss the wolf.
Yeah. It is a 20%. So the next turn the JD just threatens games unless this card is a JD out. It's curtains. Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's not enough.
Ooh, that's game 1. Oh, there's an honest as well. Good honest.
Yeah, pretty safe.
So change of pace. Lightsworn kind of just getting on the just going on the gas.
Cold Wave is huge.
That was a nice cold wave. The cold wave Celeste play was huge because Billy it felt like Billy was in a good position when he established like he had oppression, right? But the oppression actually never did anything.
He saw 2 of them as well.
Yeah, is a thing with like I think experienced Lightsworn players know that you can't just commit your JD into back row. You gotta use your shit Lightsworn cards to out the back row and then establish JD and go like, okay, this JD went plus. You gotta spend a lot of cards to out it, and you're under a lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly. And like, as long as those Lightsworn names end up in the grave, they've done the job.
Exactly. So that's a pretty well played game one by Barnes.
Definitely. A couple of tricks there with the Raikou book thing is really nice.
Yeah, let's see here what Billy goes for. So Billy probably has light mirrors in his deck because of the ever-present Lightsworn trident he had set up.
That'll be a staple in everybody's side deck until the end of time now.
It is. I'm so glad they reprinted it. Just so I can...
Yeah, that's true.
I played with proxies last time. But yeah.
So we know that Barney brings in DD Crow and Kaiku, both very good cards against Vayu.
Yeah, I think I saw Twister on his deck.
That makes sense. I think they're like Connor and Barney are both. I mean, they know that everybody is on Light Mirror, so they know they need the out to Light Mirror.
Yeah, and it overlaps as a oppression out, which is kind of also a problem. Although oppression is less problematic than it looks like for Lightsworn. You actually have a lot of outs, like between Raikou, Lila, Celestial. Like
yeah, it's true.
And the oppression decks also kind of struggle to out like your boards, so they can't like flip it into like wolves. Because they're just too big. So it's not like the end of the world for Lightsworn.
Yeah, it sounds worse than it is because, you know, Lightsworn special summons monsters, so you assume that oppression just solos, but...
Yeah, like if you have board plus oppression, it's rough. But like you can just sit on oppression and go like, yep.
Yeah, exactly. You do actually need to apply pressure.
Okay, we see the oppression and Book of Moon and Mind Crush from Billy. Double Vayu and Raikou. Ugh.
Oh, that's so rough. Chooses to set.
Oh, this gets heavy for your life.
I don't think there's any reason to set Mind Crush there, really. Like, you want to hold that for, like, when they have the Cold Wave or have the Heavy so that you can call JD.
Yeah, especially because Barney plays, like, 2 Gold Sarks, as we saw that match.
Yeah, exactly. Possibly slides them out going second.
There is a good chance as well, yes. I never like Mind Crush, I don't know. I feel like a weird card.
Definitely weird.
Oh, that's a Lila, though. Oh, it's a Lila. The oppression's gonna go in, though, I guess. It's gonna be an oppression moment.
This is one of those games where oppression is just pretty huge.
Oh, they have an ST, though? On the Improm column. He goes for the Aaron instead of the Gareth. Which is interesting. Kind of reading the value side there.
I guess it's a safe play because, I mean, if it's a Raikou, the monster you brought out was going to die anyway.
Yeah, I mean, the other play you can do is like bring up Gareth and not pop the Raikou, not attack over the Raikou, right? But then you lose it was a bit too hard to Caius. Oh
Yeah.
my god! Lightsworn, it's happening.
This is Lightsworn moment.
Yeah, that's a weak Vayu hand as well. There's nothing Billy can really do.
Yeah.
He has Dust, Shoot, Mind Crush, but Barney just has too much.
Yeah, like they don't answer the threats on board, so what does it really do?
Okay, so double Crow JD charge, and then I guess now he Mind Crush the charge. But yeah, like Barney just goes for it. Oh,
even if Billy gets into a position, yeah, I mean, yeah, going for the crow was a terrible mistake because now he just chains both crows.
Yeah.
Did Barney not catch that?
Don't think so.
Oh, that's a misplay.
Yeah,
and then a subsequent misplay from Barney.
Because so you just chain Crow, and then you just make Billy pitch the last card.
Exactly, yeah, and then you're so unbelievably ahead. The game is over.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
it is over here as well, but
essentially it is the same, yeah.
But yeah, I definitely meant to chain both Crow. I mean, you're not meant to call Crow.
Definitely not.
But yeah, this is the power of Lightsworns, man. This is just Lightsworn being Lightsworn. Sometimes the wolves hit, the charge, you go solar. Sure. The book there. Now it's just like stopping the inevitable.
Yeah, like I understand.
No Sirocco hits.
And I guess I understand why he went for Crow, because his only way to win at this point is that he hits Vayus and Siroccos and a Plague and somehow claws his way back into it.
Guess that's true, and then just hope Barney doesn't clock the interaction.
Yeah, which he didn't.
Which he didn't, to be fair.
Didn't matter.
To be fair, from Billy's point of view, the card he would have been discarding is a Vayu.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That would have been a massive brain play for Billy to do it, hoping that Barney did know the interaction so that he would discard a Vayu.
And then he would draw Armageddon Knight next turn.
Yeah.
But here we're kind of just going through the motions. The Aaron is putting in crazy amounts of work because it just outs the thing. And yep.
Yeah.
That is it.
Wow. What a brutal match. And it's so crazy that like this last match we commentated, the Vayu did the same thing. It just steamrolled Lightsworn.
Yeah.
And it just shows that the matchup can go either way.
Yeah, both are very explosive. And here, last time we saw the Dark Armed, here we just saw the wolves, right? It was just like 2 wolves that just came out of nowhere. And those wolves are so rough because they're just free cards. Like
free, and they're huge.
Just like a Cyber Dragon for no reason whatsoever.
Absolutely crazy match.
So Barney advances to the final, where he'll be playing Moffat for the EDISON Cup Championship. So gotta keep an eye out for that. And that will be out next week. This weekend we will have a deck. This Friday will be a deck profile. Hope you guys catch that. And yeah, thanks for being with me, Tristan. And see you all for the finals next week.
Bye.